unfortunately picked my skin about an hour ago. I now have to leave the house in 30 minutes to go to a basketball game with my fiance and his parents. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my face mask off. I just used a little bit of a Centella serum, and then this is a calming heart leaf mask that I got in Korea. So we're just gonna rub that in. I'm really regretting picking my skin. I don't know what got into me. My fiance's mom will definitely say something if my skin looks crazy. She's Korean. If you know, you know. I really need to cover this up to the best of my ability and just calm down what has happened here. I'm now using the Summer Fridays. This is their Rich Cushion Cream. I find this is really hydrating for me. I have very, very dry skin, but also really soothing. There's no fragrance or anything. I'm gonna use a little bit of eye cream. This is the Pharmacy Wake Up Honey eye cream. This is just nice and brightening, depuffing. While that moisturizer and eye cream settles in, I'm going to do my brows. This is a great way to just maximize my time right now versus like sitting around and waiting for everything to absorb. Also going to do a little bit of eyeshadow primer. I don't usually wear a lot of eyeshadow, but as I'm getting older, my eyeshadow creases so bad. I feel like my moisturizer is completely like soaked in now. So I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is really great because I do find that it hydrates my skin. It also helps my makeup just kind of like stick a little bit better. For complexion, I'm using the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint. I've used it maybe like 2 or 3 times and I've really liked it. I love how lightweight it is. Whenever I'm covering up texture or breakouts or anything like that, I really prefer not to go full coverage with foundation. I prefer to really use a pretty light base all over, so like a skin tint or even like a tinted moisturizer, and then go in and conceal where I need to. To pick up any additional product that just might end up looking a little cakey on my skin, I like to take a beauty blender and some setting spray. This one's from Makeup by Mario. And I just kind of go in and start pressing on the skin. And this will help pick up, like I said, any of that additional product, and it'll just help blend out the skin even more. Now it's time to conceal all this damage I've done. I'm using the Armani Luminous Soap Concealer, and I'm just tapping that on to anything that needs coverage. Oh, some of my little red marks from previous breakouts, my current breakouts, everything that is going on my skin right now. I feel like that shade is just maybe a little darker than my skin right now, so I'm also using a lighter shade. The first one was 5.5 and this one is 5. Underneath my eyes, I'm going to use the 3.75 of the Armani Luminous Silk, and then I'm also going to use a touch of the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. This is just really like hydrating and brightening, like it says. I'm gonna go over my concealer now with the setting spray. Taking the Haus Labs bronzer, I'm just going to brush this over my eye. Again, I don't wear much eyeshadow now, and I find that using the bronzer that I'm going to use all over my face just really gives my skin like this overall cohesive look. And I'm filling in my brows with the Bay Brow. This is their ultra thin brow pencil in ash brown. Just filling in any of those sparse areas. I don't fill in my brows a ton either, especially when I'm in a hurry, but I do find this area just in the front here just always needs a little extra love because I lived through the 90s and my brows just didn't fully recover. Actually stressed. I'm like shaking. Now time to just blend in that concealer, and I'm just using a damp beauty blender that has a little bit of setting spray on it and just tapping in those areas. And I'm not overly concerned if the spots don't end up completely covered like that, because I will be going in with cream bronzer, and I will also use a little bit of powder foundation for some extra coverage. My anxiety is so high right now. I actually want to cry. I wish so much that I didn't have to go tonight. I just want to hide. This is the last thing I want to be doing, but here we are. Before powdering underneath my eyes, I'm going to just take my finger and just kind of blend in that product, and then also my finger will kind of pick up any additional product so that it doesn't crease, hopefully. I've been using the Danessa Myricks powder. It's like the pink one since the Givenchy one was reformulated, and I've really been liking this one. So I just take it on a brush and kind of pat it in like that. I'm taking the very much loved One Size powder foundation, and I'm just taking a little bit of it on a brush like this. And I'm just gonna start going in to any areas that need a little extra coverage. It's really nicely, it's not overly drying, and it really does provide just that extra little bit of coverage that I need. So we're gonna take powder bronzer now and just apply this over where I put the cream bronzer to set it. Now using a powder blush, I just got this one from Hourglass. It is in the shade Sublime Flush, and it is so pretty. And the bonus is that if I put blush, it'll kind of cover it'll blend some of the redness of my breakouts and where I've picked. Using a little bit of a tinted brow gel. This one is from Kosas. I like using kind of a lighter brow gel over the top of my brows just to give them a little bit of a softer look. And going underneath the bottom of my eyes with the same House Labs bronzer. I honestly probably do not have this time right now, but my fiance hasn't come to check on me, so we're just gonna keep going. This is the MAC Costa Riche eyeliner. It's like an eye kohl. I just kind of put it on a little bit messy like that, and then I just softly blend it out. Just gives a little bit more definition to the eyelid or the eye. It's the prettiest brown. I've never found a dupe for it. I'm going to go over everything now with another layer of setting spray to kind of melt everything together. And while that kind of sets, I'm going to start on my lips. This is the Milk Cooling Water Jelly Tint in Chill. I love using this because it gives like a stain, and then I can go over with like a lip liner and like a gloss, and I just love how it looks. And now while the lips settle, I'm gonna use this blush. This is from Nude Sticks. This is their Nudies Bloom in Bohemian Rose. What I like about this blush is that it's kind of dewy. So it kind of just adds a little bit of life back to my skin, and I just gently press it in over, because I've obviously put on powder, but I just love the way that this looks. And again, we're just going nice and heavy with the blush. I'm sure my fiance's mom is gonna say something about it. She's probably gonna say I'm wearing too much. Adding some faux freckles, especially on any spots that are a little red. This is a freckle pen. I got it on Amazon. I'll link the name or the link below. Being a little strategic at first where I apply it, and then I can kind of go all over. And for mascara, this is the brown mascara. It's Drift from Tower 28. I really have a problem with mascara smudging, and this one has worked out pretty well for me. Finishing off my lips, I'm using the Too Faced Lip Injection Liner in Puffy Nude. And just going on the outer edges of my lips and just blending in a little bit. Gloss, I'm going to use this one from Ole Henriksen. It's their Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment and Creme Brulee. All right, that's how everything's looking right now. Obviously, you can't hide swelling and like bumps, but I feel like I did the best I can. So let me go grab a hat and see if I decide to wear it. Here's the hat. So let's see how I feel about it. I don't know. It doesn't make that big of a difference. I feel like my hair looks a little crazy under it. I guess we're not gonna do the hat. This brand sent me a sampler pack of all their perfumes. This one it's by Memo Paris, and it's in Marfa. I've really been liking it. It's so unique. I guess it's like tuberose or something, but it just smells so nice. I use a little bit of texture spray. This one is from Alterna. It's their Caviar Perfect Texture Spray, just to kind of give my hair a little bit of hold so it doesn't go too flat. That's it. So I definitely have to go. I ran like 10 minutes over. I'm gonna pack my bag and head out. But Tomorrow is a new day. I'm really gonna try hard not to pick my skin when I get home tonight because I just want this to heal and calm down. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you on the next one.